Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty then. Here we are. An Eagles dynasty run. What does that mean? Who knows, really? We're going to figure it out together. I could probably mute my screen now that I've confirmed that it's working. Let's flip over to what we're here for. The real action. As we know, the action is the juice. We've got the Eagles, well rated. When there's an actual video about this, we'll probably do some background about who they are and where they came from and what the roster looks like and all that good stuff. But we're just going to go through it. We're going to talk about it here together today. First things first, we got that beautiful franchise window. Let's get rid of our mail. Don't really need that. I think the first thing we're going to do is go through the roster. We'll make any cuts and signings we need to. First things first here. Actually, let's set the depth chart first. That's what we'll do. We'll chill on the depth chart first. We obviously have McNabb as the starting quarterback. I think Coy Detmer is probably going to be one of our first cuts, since Hall is a rookie. Always like trying to keep rookies on the roster if I can. Now, as I'm starting to organize this a little bit, I want to talk about what the point of this series is as a dynasty series to my one self that's watching, or to anyone who's watching this back. And the point is to win as many Super Bowls as possible. Patriot status. As many as I can in as many years as possible, starting this year. I'm pretty sure if I look at the franchise goals for this team, the goal is win the Super Bowl. Not even make the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure it's win the Super Bowl. So that's going to be the goal for this season and all of the seasons. Now, if we're immediately identifying a weakness, it's here in this third to fourth receiver position. Pinkston's fine. He's not a great second option, but we could upgrade there and let him be the slot receiver. So that's one place I'm thinking about immediately. Just sipping on my coffee. Again, this guy will come in a lot to block, so if I could upgrade him somehow, but I'm not too worried about it. Our line is good. Our line is really, really good. But I want Runyon as my left tackle because he's the better pass blocker. Our guards are fine. We have too many of them, and 2 of them are rookies. I think Jackson probably won't stay on the roster. We'll set up like that for now. I mean, I think is he a rookie? Yeah, he's a rookie. That's why we would keep him. So we'll keep Mayberry starting there. Jackson's going to go to the bottom of the lineup. Derelict's going to come up here. And they can switch off being backups. And now Trot Thomas goes there. All right. Offense looking set. For now. Let's check out our defense. Now, I feel like we're going to need all 4 defensive ends because the defensive ends, because we're playing each game, and the defensive ends get tired and all of them get used every game, in my experience playing so far. Now for defensive tackle, we only need one. So getting a better backup defensive tackle is also probably higher on my list of priorities, but we'll see. I think also, again, is Rayburn. I don't think he's a rookie, so yeah. Not long for this team if I can find somebody better. Obviously, we've got Curse. I like McDougal more than Burgess. I don't really have more to say about that. We might want to sign... We don't have to. Another inside linebacker. And we'll see. We'll see how our corners hold up. I'm not stoked about our nickel or dime cornerbacks. But Sheldon and Lito should hopefully not give up too many big plays. Let's try and give them some equal playing time. Our safeties are good. Obviously, Brian Dawkins is amazing. There's our defense. And for special teams, I don't love it when cornerbacks return kicks. I feel like they fumble a lot easier. So I'm going to give it to Bruce Perry. Rookie running back. Let him get a little playing time. And we'll go from there. And I'll have him return punts as well. He's pretty fast, pretty quick. We're just gonna go for it. We've got our special teams. I'm not gonna mess with the playbook yet because the roster's not finished. But let's go to the roster. Let's check out our franchise status first. Let's see if I was right. Yeah, it's make the Super Bowl. I apologize. Not win the Super Bowl. Well, guess what? We're going to try and do that. Technically, you have 3 years. I didn't put on owner firing. Because, come on. What's the fun in that? Improve the team's rush defense. I want to set the bar this year and try and improve it in the next year. So I'm going to try and take that as a directive from year to year. And then obviously achieve a rank of 25 you would get if you're going to the Super Bowl. So that's our goal. That's what we're looking for. Now let's look at our contracts. Let's check it out. Now I mentioned we don't need 4 quarterbacks. I want to keep the rookie. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Coy Detmer here because I would like Jeff Blake in case something goes awry with McNabb this year. In terms of halfbacks, I mean, we got to get rid of Reno. We definitely need to get rid of Reno. We're just going to get rid of Reno. We only need 3 halfbacks. We've got the rookie. We want Corral here. I mean, he's expensive, and Westbrook's going to be expensive next year, but here's the thing. I'm going to just shout this out right now. Westbrook has the durability of a paper bag, and so it's almost a guarantee that he's going to get hurt this year, which makes me want to just trade him right away. I've never done a run of this franchise without Westbrook being hurt multiple times and then eventually for the entire year. Multiple years. I've never gotten through an entire season with him healthy. So I'm going to be the definition of insanity one more time and try and do this season with him. But if he gets hurt again this year and he loses a significant amount of time, especially if it means that we're not winning games, I'm trading him the next year. So that's what we're doing. Fullbacks were fine. Also a rookie here. We'll see how he develops. Cheap contract. I mean, I would love to try and get a better receiver for that 4th slot or even to be in that 3rd slot, but we don't have a ton of flexibility, and I'm just going to let the preseason roll to start. There's no one tradable. All right, checking out our guards. We could keep Jamal Jackson. His block numbers are abysmal. He would just be a spot on the roster. I'm going to cut him. And and we'll keep the 2 rookies as backups. Tackles were good. Defensive ends, again, I would love to not lose $500,000 cutting him, so that's the only thing that keeps me holding him onto the roster, but if there's a better defensive tackle I can grab, then maybe I'm grabbing one. I think we hold here. We're fine. If we need to sign a player, we can. I could consider, so let's go to free agency for a cornerback. I think I sign one of these guys as a nickel corner. If we're trying to win the Super Bowl, I want someone a little bit more reliable in that nickel corner spot, and I think it's Tyrone Williams. What's his durability look like? It's good enough. He's faster, better coverage, better tackle, younger. Let's see what he wants. I mean, we're trying to win this year. Let's bring him in and let our young guys sit behind him. Let's do it. All right. Let's go through the rest of the positions really quick. Now, I do all this stuff before I hit the simulation. You can tell me if this is cheating, but if you do the whole week, you lose out on all of the free agents that all the other teams want. So I would like to not do that. I don't know if maybe doing a rebuild, there's a penalty that we can impose. So now we've got Williams here. I think I'm still going to have Sheldon play the secondary cornerback, guard the second receivers, and keep Tyrone here in the nickel back. Let him develop as that with Lito. Like I said, Michael Lewis, he's great. Quentin Michael could be better, but you won't see the field that much. And of course, Brian Dawkins is an absolute beast. David Akers is great. Dirk Johnson is a punter. Now let's check out our best players. Obviously, we've got T.O., aka our cheat code for the year. Kind of hard to not want to throw to a 100 rated player every single time, but I'm going to try and spread it around as much as I can. Next down the list, our second best player, also elite as hell, Brian Dawkins. Got hurt last year, so he's having a comeback season, hopefully. Hopefully there's no more injury. He is getting older. Of course, David Akers is next, our kicker, 7-year guy out of Louisville. Honestly, just going to have to get used to using good kickers again, because I've been using bad kickers in all of the teams I've been playing with up to this point, so that's going to be interesting. Then, of course, we have Donovan McNabb, one of my favorite players growing up. 92 overall, 6th year. This is the year that he went to the Super Bowl, so we're trying to win the Super Bowl with him to rewrite history in that way and move forward from there. Syracuse guy. 10-year deal. So we've got him. So I'd like to try and make it so it's at least a 10-year series to make it the dynasty of McNabb. Obviously, T.O. is on for 7 more years. Dawkins is on for 6 more years. And then the guy after that for 8 years is Javon Curse, our elite pass rusher. We'll see how many sacks he can get. We can look at the sliders too before we get going. I'm trying to make it so the D-line makes a difference. I haven't played with an elite D-line, and these guys have 2 elite D-linemen. We also have an elite offensive lineman in John Runyon, one of our tackles. So I want to see how much of a difference it makes, because I've been playing with the San Francisco 49ers, and their D-line is okay, and their O-line is just bad, like straight up bad. Their best offensive lineman is like a 78 overall, and his pass blocking is in the 60s. It's not good. So we have all of these guys in the elite territory. We have a lot of quality starters in Westbrook and Wayne and Richie and Walker and Fraley and Jones, and going down into a lot of high 70s as well. So this team is stacked, and they are poised to make a run for the Super Bowl. Now we have 3 roster spots that we can fill, and I'm going to go ahead and try and fill them with free agency guys. So I said that we could use an inside linebacker. first of all, I want to see who the best free agent guys are. We don't need an outside linebacker, especially one that's going to be expensive. We don't need well, do we not need an expensive inside linebacker? That's the thing. If we're trying to win the Super Bowl, Jeremiah Trotter is kind of a signing that we should make. Because we have Simon O behind him. But putting him on the roster, giving him like a 3-year deal to end out his contract, I think, isn't that what they did? I'm pretty sure that's what they did. There's no one here that's going to tell me that because there's nobody here, but that's okay. This is for the contents. So we keep our cap. Maybe we front load him. So give him a little. That's an investment. I don't love that investment. Let's reset it. I just want to be able, if I need to, maybe he'd take this. I mean, again, we're trying to win the damn thing. He's just going to turn into a very expensive backup. Maybe let's go 3 years. Get him on this, and then the penalty isn't as painful. Yeah, I'm with this. All right. Oh, yeah, of course you declined it. Rough. Let's see if this gets him. Of course. One little change. All right, let's look at our inside linebackers now. I mean, you could call it overkill, but now instead of a backup being Reese, who's old and slow and washed, your backup is a young guy with a decent contract who's gonna play just as hard. So call it overkill, man. We're trying to win over and over, and if one guy goes down, the guy behind him is good, and we have the cap for it. So let me check out what team needs we have. None, really? We can add 2 more guys. Every team, so here's the thing. Every team gets up to 54. So if you're going to do a trade, in my opinion, with this series, if I'm going to go through and do a trade, there's 2 things that I'm going to try and hold true to for trades. I'm only going to trade picks for players or players for picks. So that's going to like come in relevant if I'm trying to blow the team up. I want to get a bunch of picks. And I'm going to go sign guys in free agencies. So the only time there's an exception to that is if we feel like we need to make a trade in the middle of the season. And this is because all the rosters are full. And they won't trade a player away. Or they won't take a player back for a pick without also sending you a player because their roster is full. And they'll be like, we have too many players. We won't take back another player. So if you're trying to blow up your roster and get picks for players, you're going to have to take back players, which will probably hurt the quality of pick you get. So basically, if we're trying to blow stuff up, you gotta do it now. If we're trying to get players, then maybe I leave a roster spot or 2 open. Like maybe 4 games in, I decide that we need a better receiver. I'm gonna trade a pick or 2 for a better receiver, and I'll be able to do that because I have the roster spot to do so. So I'm going to look at the free agents for 1 more player, potentially. Maybe. I don't think there's any good wide receivers to grab in free agency. I'll check out the tight ends. I think we're set. I mean, like, we have a really good roster. So let's check out what we got, and then maybe we can jump into simulating the preseason. Watch out. What's up if you're joining? Feel free to tell me who you are. All 1 of you. I don't think we need a defensive end because we have plenty of good defensive ends. We have plenty of good outside linebackers, especially not old ones. We could sign him. I wonder if he's expensive. Alright, I think we go for it with what we got. We'll simulate the first game of the preseason. Actually, I'm gonna do the smart thing. You all get to see my files. I'm gonna save. Watch out. We're saving the franchise. So if you're just joining, this is a dynasty run. So we're trying to win as many Super Bowls as we can. We're saying in 10 years, because that's how long McNabb's contract is on this team. So that's what we're going with. And now we're just going to go for it. We're going to play the first game today. Oh, I'll show you difficulty sliders too. So this is what we got. I've got the blocking up at 30. There's a chance this comes down. I wanted it to be even with my computer blocking, because playing as the 49ers, again, with that offensive line was absolutely brutal. But we'll see how overpowered it gets. This looks like it shouldn't be as high as it is, but if it's like, even T.O. will drop passes that he catches and gets hit. Like, it's, for some reason you need this at the top, and everything I've researched tells me the same thing. Everything else pretty much is at 4-0. Fatigue is going to be the same for all the computers, and then other than blocking, pursuit, and tackling, I have the computer ratcheted all the way up to 100. Injuries down the middle, fumbles down the middle, interceptions at 0. There's still going to be plenty of interceptions. All right, and if you're here, given some feedback on the mix of background noise, I'm actually going to try something. I'm going to see if turning on... Let's see if this will let me stay on. How fun would it be if I got snapped with a copyright right in my first stream? All right, Bears preseason week 1. None of the starters are gonna play. We're gonna let this one go fast because I don't think we're gonna learn anything today, and we're just gonna let it roll. So, if you're here, say hi. Feel free. If you don't want to, you know, fine. Enjoy. Sit back. Relax. Enjoy the nostalgia. I'm enjoying some coffee, even though it is almost noon. Maybe you are too. Lots of punts so far, as you would expect with the backups. I immediately eat my words. Touchdown Bears. This is a little bit what I was talking about. Like, the backups are kind of rough. The Admiral, not so bad. Jeff Blake, fine. Everyone else kind of rough, so. Very top-heavy team. Hopefully no one gets hurt. Jeff Blake just riding the struggle bus. I'll tell you what, though, playing with an elite defense is going to be fun. We'll probably get into it during the game, too. I don't control the D-line during the game. Honestly, I'm probably going to control the middle linebacker. Speaking of the middle linebacker, Jeremiah getting in the game, getting an interception. Our second touchdown of the day. Looking good for the Eagles so far. But yeah, so, I mean, sometimes I'll control the safeties. I only react to the offense. So I'll audible out of stuff if I don't like how I'm lined up, or I'll switch sides if there's a receiver on the other side that I want to cover. I won't, like, pre-move the players to give them an advantage for a rush or something like that. Like, if I'm controlling the middle linebacker on a blitz, I'm going to wait until it's time to go, and then I go. Same thing for offense. I'm kind of working off of a Reddit post that has some of these rules, so if I miss them, I apologize. I think I'm gonna try and like outline them more clearly in an edited version of this first video. But offense, I'm gonna not do hot routes to start. because the computer doesn't react to them. However, the computer does react to audibles, and they do react to you putting guys in motion if they're in man coverage. So I think that's fair game and a good way to read defenses. You can tell if they're in zone or in man. I'm also probably going to, like, this is going to be a very split back running team. I'm probably going to give Carell almost as many. I'm, like, really going to, you're going to feel like Brian Westbrook is Kawhi Leonard by how much time management he has. And I may even consider sitting him out of unimportant games because, again, I'm very afraid of him getting hurt. I think the last time I tried an Eagles franchise, he got hurt on, like, the second play of the season. So, good times. Our rookie throwing a pick, but we take the game. Game 1, Eagles, in our preseason run towards our first Super Bowl. Good job by us, everybody. We can check out the scoring drives real quick. Good job by me. Hi, yeah, Peanuts247, aka Steven. I guess you're learning my name reveal. All right, Jeff Blake connecting with Buckhalter for a touchdown. Another running touchdown by Carell. And that's it. That's the game, baby. All right. You have to simulate through the full week. We'll see where all the other players landed and got cut. We'll see if any of our guys got picked up. We'll see. Get a little report on the game. No injuries. Good. Jeff Blake had himself a good game. Well, maybe not so good. He had 72 yards. That's interesting. Okay, running as well. I think maybe our defense did some work. I'm excited to see our actual receivers play. Jeremiah Trotter, for some reason, played a ton in this preseason game. Oh, you know why? Probably because I forgot to set the depth chart, and he was probably last on the depth chart. That's really funny. Well, let's fix that. We need to set Tyrone as well. All right, Jeremiah, you're the starter. Tyrone, get in that nickel corner spot. Sorry, y'all. Good. All right, I think we're gonna simulate all of those games on fast. Oh yeah, we're gonna check the contracts before we get going again. I try to always, during the preseason, you never know when guys are gonna get traded or released or whatever. Like one of these times I looked here and Patrick Surtain was there, which is like, do you cut all of your guys for Patrick Surtain? So, like we could look at Cornelius Griffin if we wanted to bolster our defensive tackle. His durability is good. He'll definitely get signed. He wants a 6-year deal. How expensive would like a 2-year deal be? Oh, absolutely not. Too expensive. Okay, moving on. We're just gonna get right into the next game. We got no one we need to trade. We're not trying to get picks. As of right now, we're not trying to get guys. Let's keep it pushing. All right, round 2 versus the Lions. I think we're gonna get some starters for at least the first quarter. Let's see how this goes. Once again, if you're here, thanks for tuning in. This is a new experiment for me, sort of a fun thing. Great first drive by our starting offense. Getting stops and settling for a field goal, but you know. All right, McNabb getting his run on for a touchdown in the preseason. Why not? Alright, you might get some extra frame for a second. I'm just gonna check on something with le présentation. Alrighty, we're gonna go with it. Pardon the flashes. Got a little taste of the old 4K capture studio. Real professional stuff here. I'm just realizing that it's not getting out of SD. I'll have to check into that. So if you're only maxing out at 480p, I apologize, but the show must go on. Needless to say, we're having a good game here. 17-0 Eagles at the start of the fourth. We are simulating on 8-minute quarters for our games for these preseasons, but it's 5-minute quarters for the other rest of the league. Again, for 2004, 2005 kind of output of stats, we're just going to go with that's going to be as close to accurate as what we're going to get. And I expect our tackles to be low, honestly. Like, we're probably going to have the lowest amount of tackles in the league. I haven't figured out how to get more tackles, and the only thing I can figure out is have a worse offense, and I don't think this offense is going to be bad. So we'll see what happens. But having a good offense means you have longer drives, and longer drives mean, well, we don't need to simulate the preseason, mean less time for people to drive on you. All right, good win against the Lions. Our depth chart was actually in order. McNabb came in, did his thing. Jeff threw another touchdown in that second game. Westbrook didn't get hurt. Oh, you know I want to get them tackles, Poot. Poot, how's my voice sound compared to the music? That's something I'm always curious about. All right. Number 1 in the power rankings, number 1 in our hearts, everybody. The Philadelphia Eagles. Well, let's check the contracts before we go into week 3. See if anybody tasted it into free agency. Right on, thank you. Also good to know. We'll see what happens when the game actually starts, because those sounds are going to be... We'll just call it different. They'll be different. Keith Trailer is interessante. Let's see how expensive he is. He only wants a 1-year deal, but he's way too expensive. Yeah, we're like right up against our cap. I don't know if we're going to be signing anybody else right now. I think even if we wanted to bring somebody in, we'd have to probably let somebody go. Which is what happens when you sign the old expensive guys. Alright, we'll check the roster or the old contracts one more time, just in case again anyone tasty got put up for auction. I should say free agency. Again, don't need Darren Hauer. What about Monte here? Still would be an upgrade. How expensive are you? You're cheap. Nope, not cheap enough. Darn. Alright, moving on. Let's simulate another one. Jacksonville, you're up. Alright, this should be starters for at least the first half. love to see injury, and then you never know who it is. But you love to see Jeremiah get the interception, so you know it wasn't him. Thank goodness. All right, the Eagles finally give up a touchdown, and that's the starters too, but they've been holding pretty steady so far. Banana. And here comes we'll take the lead into halftime most likely, unless we give up something right here. There is a chance they've been driving on us. And nope, we'll take that halftime. All right, so I think the backup's coming now. Yeah, I mean, oh, nope, McNabb's still in. I can't imagine they're gonna play the whole game. I will say we were a little worried about our starting secondary, so that is another place we consider sending picks for players if we wanted to do that. We have 2 more roster spots that we can fill, and right now our weakest spots are probably a third receiver, and if we wanted to get another starting cornerback, we could look at that, but I don't think we're finding them in free agency. Pooh, thanks for saying hi. That's super nice of you. Just sitting here with the 2 of us playing PlayStation. It feels like home, honestly, right? I think also maybe it's potentially mic placement for me as well. Like I might need to like really get into it a little bit more. I'm excited to simulate this last game, and look at that. I was barely paying attention to this one, but we escape with the victory, 15-14. Obviously, I'm excited to get to the real stuff, my first game. But being 3-0 in the preseason, looking good. That's true. I wish. It's a comfy couch. Pooh, I messed my neck up. If you're still listening to this, I was playlisting and I was bobbing my head to music too enthusiastically. I'm not revealing this to all of my eventual listeners, to anyone who watches this back, and I like strained my neck really badly, and it's been bothering me for the last few days. It's really great stuff. Yeah, Corel Walkotter, man. This guy honestly kind of deserves the starting spot. But I'm still going to give it to Westbrook because, again, he's just the better player. T.O. coming through. Freddie Mitchell having a good preseason. And then Jeremiah and Brian Dawkins holding it down. I'm loving it. I'm liking this team a lot. Still holding down that #1 spot. Let's check the contracts just for funsies. And then let's simulate that last game. Yeah, I mean, 1.6 million for our cap. We're going to be cutting people if we're trying to trade picks for players, so. Workers' comp for headbanging. Honestly, though. Honestly. How expensive are you? Probably expensive as hell. That's not bad. I still can't afford it, but it wasn't bad. All right, last game. Let's get through it. The Raiders also 3-0. I know I went to the chiropractor for it and everything, which is like a great excuse to go to the chiropractor, but not when everything hurts and you have to fall asleep upright. Cause, dude, I woke up in the middle of the night on my side and literally like couldn't turn myself over. It like took real effort. I feel old and I don't like it. And I'm gonna be talking about it in therapy. Anyway, let's start this game. Let's go 4-0. I like the good vibes of 4-0. To start the preseason for a Super Bowl run. I feel really good about that. All right, got the punt. Now the Raiders are good in this game. They have, oh gosh, that was probably a fumble. I would almost guarantee that that was a fumble. Damn. All right, let's get it back. I'm actually paying attention to this one, which probably means we're gonna get schmicked. Getting sacked a lot, not great, but they're undisciplined. There we go. Toddy Pinkston getting in the end zone. Let's go. Pooh, if you don't mind liking up the stream too, that would be super helpful. All right, well, doing all that, I missed that they scored again. I'll have to look back and see how that happened. But for now, I'm going to lock back in. Hopefully we can stop them before halftime. All right, we did. Lost that fumble. Oh no, we got that fumble back. Okay. And we'll take a long field goal. We're still in it. Oh wow, that's not good. Just giving up a long touchdown. Not great. Not great, Bob. Well, oh my god, why is this impossible? It's interesting that YouTube gives you the option to share a link, and then you share the link, and then it doesn't work. Like, why would you let me share a link that doesn't work? That's just, it seems like an interesting strategy. Let's see how it works out for him. Anyway, we blew it. Could have had that 4-0, but we didn't want to. And that's, you know, it's a little disheartening because pretty much the starters play the whole time. Let's simulate the rest of the week. Let's not get out of the preseason yet. There's one other moment where we have to check the contracts one more time. Darn. All right, well, we lose Jeremiah for 2 weeks. It's just 2 weeks by the time we actually play. Certain got hurt, so maybe he won't get cut. So there's also people who get cut sometimes when they're injured. We can make up whatever story we want about that. We fell a few spots because of our loss. Let me make sure that we are simulating 5-minute quarters. 4-minute quarters. Let's change that to 5. Let's save our franchise one more time. I do have a 49ers franchise that I'm in season 1 of. I'm not really doing that with content. That one's for me, but who knows if I'll stick up with it. I live in San Francisco. I might do an Oakland franchise eventually. Like, what if the Raiders stayed in Oakland since they're in Vegas now? I have some other ideas. I have a post on the NFL 2K5 Reddit thread where you can vote for the rebuild team you'd like me to do. There's a few options there. You can always go check that out. But yeah, anyway, let's check out... let's check out the contracts really quick. One more time, see who's available in free agency. We still have those 2 roster spots. Everyone's about to cut a lot of players because... yeah, there's just Terry Johnson here now, who, again, is way better than the defensive tackle that we have. This is actually an interesting prospect. Do we want to take this defensive tackle, who is a rookie, who has good stats and good... I'm going to try and sign him. How expensive is he? Damn. I really have no cap. That sucks. I can't even really sign him. Alright, well... we're just gonna have to go with it. Let's start the season. Hell yeah. Alright. We got our depth chart together. We'll check our free agency one more time because all of these rosters had to get down to 54, so they probably just cut a bunch of players. So we have, again, a bunch of new guys, maybe. Again, no one that I'm really, like, going nuts over. No one that we need. A lot of guys that are probably going to be here. Maybe we can look at Dewan Edwards, see how expensive he is. Still can't afford him. Let's play a game of football. Let's do that. Let's play the Giants. Let's see how this team plays. We have no more cap room. We're an elite team. We have an elite defense. We have an almost elite offense. Let's see if the offense got above into the 90s. Nope. That's okay. I don't think I need to mess with the playbook. We'll see how it all comes out. Let's play this game. Let's do it. We're going to hear creepy no voice Berman because when you have the announcers turned off, that is tied to Chris Berman's announcer voice. So this is now me saying, Eagles, Giants, it's going to be good. But yeah, unfortunately, no Chris Berman. But we get those fun camera shutter sounds. So once again, let me know how the crowd and sound effects sound over my voice, because yeah, I think that the crowd is immediately going to get louder at the very least, and I think the sound effects as well. There's no announcer voice. We're going to do it, y'all. Game 1, Season 1 versus the Giants. Oh, that's the, so, Pooh, I want to, like, edit these down into more, like, play-by-play announcery videos and do, like, the play-by-play commentary with it. It's interesting, though. I thought that these were going to be outputting in more HD, so I'll have to figure that part out, but we'll see how it captures, because I'm also recording this and the audio tracks are separate, so all of this blabbing I can cut out, and then I'll be able to do, like, an actual, like, this whole first video, you can still hear me, but I can... Are you saying I could get much louder, or the gameplay could get louder? Oh, no, you're saying you can still hear me, but it definitely got more loud. Got it. Yeah, let me know if it drowns me out at any point, because I can change that in OBS. So yeah, that's like, you can watch the raw, uncut, see all the decisions in every play, and then you can also watch, like, the more truncated versions of all this. I'm going to try and get out of the habit of having the computer pick the play for me, because I just totally peaked right there. I want to try and be a little bit more, I don't know. I just want to be a little bit more, actually game call-y about it. So, like, be a little bit more, just not let the computer pick. Like I said, I can audible out. I can't hot route. So, like, if I wanted to take it, well, I don't really have a hot route to take advantage of this blitz. So we're going to see how Westbrook does. Let's do it. I haven't used a finesse back in forever, too, so I'm going to have to also get out of the habit of trying to truck stick everybody. Oh, another rule that I picked up from that Reddit post that I really liked was having to make the computer or the quarterback do the full drop back when they drop back to pass. So I'm gonna try and adhere to that. Sometimes I throw before the drop back's finished, but that's what I'm gonna try and do as we get a strike to Pinkston for a good first down. Let's go. Gosh, it's beautiful what a good offensive line can do. We're gonna see how the Giants bite on some play action. Try and hit T.O. in a quick slant. Ooh, good defense.
Pass is incomplete with the deflection.
Yeah, I like running plays like draws with a good offensive line as well. I probably should have given this carry to Buckhalter, but we'll go with it. Right. Good run.
Number 36, the ball carrier. Barrett Green with the tackle.
So yeah, like, literally anytime Westbrook runs more than, like, honestly, I think anytime Westbrook runs, he's getting taken out the next play. He gets hurt otherwise. I can't say it any other way. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, first drive, everybody. We got a couple, but I waited too long. I gotta have my reads ready.
Dirk Johnson in punt formation. Will Allen make the return.
Huh. I could have sworn I was at HD when I did this last time. I wonder what the difference is. Oh, they come with the blitz, which means hopefully he's smart. Yep, fair catch. All right, let's see how the defense does. I usually come out on a zone 1st and 10, unless it's obvious they're in a passing mode or a running mode. That way I don't get caught. Oh, Javon just waltzed right through. Okay. Again, I've been very used to playing with teams that don't have a lot of, like, elite defensive linemen or elite offensive linemen, so I'm curious how these sliders are going to treat me. Now, this feels like more of an obvious passing down, so I'm going to send Mr. Simoneau, who is starting in the place of the injured Trotter, so that was something we feared from making that signing. All right. Something about these slider settings, like, good quarterbacks with good receivers will throw for a lot of yards, especially if you don't have the strongest secondary. Like, I mean, my cornerbacks are not the best. Obviously, Brian Dawkins is one of the best safeties of all time. I don't know if you can argue that. Right, Pooh? Can you argue that? Going deep. Nope, drops it. Had it in his hands and couldn't hold on. Got squeezed by two men. Giggity. And we'll get the ball right back. is going nowhere.
5 on the play.
All right. Let's play around with some of these formations. Let's go with a little bunch action. Looks like a zone to me. All right, we're gonna try and hit Bobby on the out route. Wow, okay.
Pass is incomplete with the deflection.
Maybe a little trickery. Let's try a little trickery. Little play action rollout.
2nd and 10.
They're selling their blitz. And Tio's streaking. This might be it. Oh, we got him. Oh! Wow, I can't believe that didn't connect. Damn. All right. Well, we might be giving it right back. I truly thought we had that.
3rd and 10.
All right, again, pushing their safeties forward. Maybe Pinkston. Maybe Chad. Oh, Todd. There we go. I mean, I'm headed to Barry's right after this, Poot, so I feel like you get it. All right, great first down. Huge first down. Let's give Carell a good handoff. Let's just send him down the center. Up the middle, cuts left. Nothing going. Or cuts right, I should say. Jeez. Looking at a mirror. All right, depending on how that safety reacts, I might have Tio streaking. Nope. All right, Pinkston doing his thing. All right. Let's take Brian for a ride. I can dig it. Get out. Broke a tackle just to get back to the line. Have to say that was a little bit of a missed block, but that's okay. Anyway, if you're on the stream and you're not named Pat, also welcome. Thanks for coming. Good to have you. Pat, it's still great to have you too. But I want to be welcoming to everyone. All right, I mean, they are selling blitz a lot. Freddie, give me something, Freddie. All 6 of those. Touchdown Eagles. The first of many this year, hopefully. The dynasty is on, Betty. Maybe we don't need another receiver. Maybe we got Donovan McNabb and that's all we need. But first touchdown of the year, they showed blitz and they ate it. Let's go, baby. That was a dime. If I may toot my own horn, so. Yeah, cover your man, D. Oh, don't get delayed game. Woo! Great job, everybody. Proud of us. All right, let's do this thing. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I just said I wasn't gonna do it like this. I mean, thank you, Lido! I guess I should probably call play, huh? Let's give Corell a handoff. Sorry, I'm trying to do some in-game advertising. Such a nerd. All right, we should probably run the play. Woo! Let's see if this actually works. All right, what a start for the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2004-2005 season. A beautiful touchdown pass, followed up by, actually I do want to run that strong ISO, followed up by an interception by our lead corner, Lido Shepherd. I mean, this is a man blitz. Are you kidding me with this? I have to audible out of this. I don't want to audible out of this. All right, fine. Give me the ball. Very close. That was a good run by Westbrook. Better. All right, let's see if we can get Corell to punch it through. Actually, let's get our fullback a run. John Ritchie, not a bad fullback. He can block and he can carry the ball. I'm probably gonna, again, eat my words like immediately. There we go. Johnny! Thank you for not embarrassing me, John Ritchie. All right, what do you say we go for the end zone? I'm feeling, I think they're gonna have T.O. doubled. I'm thinking Westbrook in the end zone. Let's see. Oh, no, they don't. T.O. in the end zone? Oh, that was almost an, that was almost an interception. All right, they covered well. They covered well. Alright, I want to keep the run game going. I should have, again, played Corell here. That's fine. I probably could have thrown that to Westbrook. Oh, shook him! Getting legs. That was a great run. Ryan showing why he's here. That said, he's out for the next play. Again, a little lob to Pinkston. Pass to the flat, just bricks off of Corell's hands. All right, they're expecting pass, which means I should get some push on this toss. Oh, shakes him. Get in the end zone, baby. Close enough. Another 10-yard run from Brian. And he's not hurt. Most importantly, not injured. That's what we like. We love that for us. Oh, again, we're gonna run this for Corell, unfortunately, because again, don't want my guy to get hurt. I could have run a fade for, and thank you, and again. The Eagles are flying. Listen, man, this is the superior team. We want to start off our dynasty run with a resounding dub. Let's get it. Someone was with me on the last 49ers stream that I did, and they said that the crowd shots were elite, and that's just very true. The crowd shots in this game are absolutely elite. I gotta get used to his speed again. So if you have the worse your kick accuracy, the faster that meter goes. So because David Akers is a really good kicker, it goes much slower than I'm used to. Not an excuse, just a thing.
All right, man, cool. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Interesting. Yeah, this video has 1080 60. I wonder why I'm not getting higher than that on this one. I wonder if it's because I'm recording. I don't think they've run the ball yet, which is a thing. They are down 2 touchdowns.
That's the end of the first quarter.
All right, and now the gratuitous cheerleaders, everybody. The worst part about this game, the fact that no woman is more clothed than this unless it's cold weather. And if that offends you, please don't come back. That's all I got. Yeehaw! Oh no, and Shocky's off. That's you, Poot? I knew it.
Oh, man, you just blew it. You just blew it.
I did just blew it. Crowd member, thank you. Thank you for pointing it out. I also forgot to pick a play again. Good stuff. It's alright. I like a zone like that. We're lined up right. Oh, that one almost taken away again. Testing the pass defense early, and she is standing up. I mean, again, I can't expect that they're going to run until they actually run. All right, we finally get a running play. And he immediately runs backwards. Oh, wow. That is a tough look for the New York Giants. But what else could you expect? Incredible stuff. I'm gonna go with their passing. The Jets are currently leading the votes for. Oh, it's a good play on third down. Not good enough. The Jets are currently winning the dynasty rebuilds poll on Reddit. If you go onto Reddit, NFL 2K5 subreddit, you can vote for what team you want to see a rebuild of. I foresee there being two different series. This one's obviously the Dynasty series. There's some teams in this game that you can't rebuild because they're built to win. Kick is up. Kick is no good off of the upright. And the hits just keep on coming for the New York Football Giants. You hate to see it. Well, I love to see it. When I was an Eagles fan, let's just say that I was a strong hater of the Giants. That's all I have to say about that. All right, let's keep testing out our offensive line here. Let's see how they hold up on a big sweet play like this. All right, we had a block. Buckhalter's still up, taken down quickly. I probably could have gotten out to the sideline on that one. Probably.
Okay, fellas, we went over this all week in practice. Now we're gonna get it this time. Now we're gonna go just like
Andy Reid coaching later today for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fun. I mean, in a fun world, we would get this dynasty to present day. I think I want to throw here. I don't know if we're at a point where I'm just running to run down clock in the second quarter. I'd like to get up 3 touchdowns. All right, I think they're in a zone. I don't think, has T.O. caught a pass yet? Oh, I'm out. Come get me. See ya. Didn't want to block for me. Okay. You know, we do have John McNabb. He's a fast guy. He's a mobile quarterback. If I'm going to have to run, if I got to split, I'm going to split. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm just not. I hate to say it. Sorry about it. Oh, I truly thought that was going to be Freddie Mitchell in that post route. Oh, rolling out again. Gonna give me the whole field. I will see you later. I mean, what else do you want me to say? If you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it. Alright, I'm gonna send T.O. over to help block. Got the toss to the outside. Have to shake one, shakes another. Almost gets a good run in, but the 4-yard run is not too bad. He is a slippery fella.
Second and 6. Ball at the 30-yard line.
I feel like we've just absolutely dominated time with the ball. Good 5-yard run from Carell. We'll punch it across with John next. Give McNabb a break after those 2 huge runs. We don't have to be cute about it. We don't have to do a draw.
Third and 1. Ball at the 25.
All right. Oh, no. Oh, no. Richie is down, and one of our running options goes away in the second quarter of game 1. Our is a rookie. Honestly, this might be a free agent pickup. That's too bad. That is too bad. Let's go with our stops and slants.
First and 10. Ball
Yeah, so if you don't know this game, if the play clock doesn't come on and your guy lays down like he's in a coffin all of a sudden, hitting the flat to Westbrook, good 5-yard gain, then he's injured. Now, if we get a cutscene later with him on a bike, that means he's coming back in. If it's him on a table looking like he's in pain, then he's out for a while. Which, again, that sucks, but...
second and 5.
All right, once again,
Ball at the 15.
I think we're thinking T.O. in the end zone for this one. He's going to be a big target. He's probably... If I got the room... He's got the room. Oh, he didn't have the room. Hate it when I'm wrong. Hey, they sent the blitz. I didn't get him.
First down, come on, baby.
Yeah, despite the early success, it has not been a great game from Donovan so far.
Ball at the 21.
I mean, he's throwing 50%, so I can't say not great, but I don't really. Oh, that's a definitely thought that was the interception. Woo! Thank you, game. Westbrook calls one in, but it's not enough for a first down, and now Akers gets to come in and do his thing.
David Akers make the 30-yard attempt. Number 9, Colbert.
Kick is up. And we are good. Right down the middle from David Akers. Wouldn't expect anything less. Alright, usually a maxed out kick from David will actually go for a touchback. Yeah. Well, it's not what I'm supposed to do if I want more tackles, so let's try and fix that. But hey, pretty ideal start to our season. Taking on a division rival. Coming out strong out the gates on offense. One interception by the defense. And we don't even have Jeremiah Trotter right now, so. Oh, a run. Nate Wayne there for the tackle. I'm almost surprised when they run the ball now. Oh, darn. All right, John Ritchie's out. The rookie Thomas Tape gonna get in, gonna get some minutes nice and early because we got nobody else. So we'll have to see how long he's hurt for. And that might have to be a roster spot filled for us. I think we still stick with man coverage. They haven't... There's no reason to blitz. Wow, I almost picked that off with Simon up. Stopping them all game. Yeah, let's send Dawkins.
First and 10. Ball at the Giants, 35-yard line.
It's funny. Oh no. All right. This could be the first backfire. Michael Lewis, last line of defense, and we missed. All right, touchdown Giants. Wow. We did say big plays could happen out of the secondary. So the Giants are not out of it, but we have another chance to score before halftime. They are getting the ball back when the half is over.
To attempt the extra point.
Damn.
Beagles holding.
Too aggressive of a play by Shepard there. I didn't even try and control him. That was computer.
The extra point is good.
And don't ask me how I missed that tackle with Lewis. I don't want to talk about it. I got a couple of blocks. I'll take it to the 24. That works for me. Don't touch me. That's one of the funnier ones. No. I don't know if I've hit T.O. with a pass yet. Let's try and get him here. Might have forced it. Nope. Not with T.O., aka the cheat code. He is that. Yeah, first catch, 23 yards. Put a teeny bit of urgency behind this. We'll have to burn our first time out here. Let's go spread here.
Second and 5.
All right, I mean, it's interesting. I might want to see if Pinkston's open here. They're gonna give it to me. Oh, they're gonna give it to me. Come on, Todd. Yes, sir! That was a freaking dot, dude. That was an absolute dot. Alright, let me see if I can... I mean, again, if Pinkston's open long. Got him. T.O. Alright, let's punch this in. Man, having an elite offense is just really fun. I mean, should I just do hard slants? They're in goal line? Are you kidding? Wait, this is the play I picked. Give me that hard slants. Yeah, I mean, cheat code to T.O. Thank you. Woo! We're balling now, baby! Shit, this might be backups in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, taking a 3-score lead, 2-score lead into halftime? Technically, it's 2 touchdowns and a field goal, so I like it. I dig it. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-da. I love the in-game music. It's super fun. So yeah, I would say first goal is how many championships can we win in 10 years? Because I would say that's pretty dynastic. And then it would probably from there turn into a rebuild, I would say. Like you're trying to rebuild on the dynasty that you once had. So maybe try secondary goal is to get into present day. That'd be pretty cool. I have to imagine they're just gonna run the clock down here. It'd be crazy if they went for a pass and they score on me here. That would suck. Okay, good. Thank you for running. Thank you for running behind the line again. All right, halftime, everybody. Smoke them if you got them. I do need to figure out if getting the video highlights is possible on PlayStation 2. I know there's a way to work it, but I'd have to look it up and actually do it. Anyway, we can skip this. I knew those cheerleaders looked familiar. The thing with David Akers is he's going to want to get paid. Start with a cover 3, see how it goes. All right. All right.
With the tackle.
Hey, here's a hit. Try stopping him. Try stopping the guy with the ball.
We have been. They literally have negative numbers for the run. That's so rude of whoever that was. Oh, wow. I do not like that. I don't like that at all. Audible. For a run? All that for a run? Whatever. That's their first down, I'd like to point out. That might not be true, but they don't have a lot. I guess they have to have something if they scored a touchdown, but ignore me. Don't worry about it. All right, let's sit in some cover 3. Let's see if you can beat us, Kurt Warner. You're going to get replaced by Eli Manning. And so my working theory right now, as I throw to the side and get absolutely nothing, is that because I'm also recording the video, it might be capping my output, because I didn't record. Maybe I did record it. I don't know what it is. I could have sworn I was getting HD output the last time I tried the stream out, but we'll see if the video saves in HD once it's over, because I'll end the stream after the game wraps up. So here's an example where I'm trying pass coverage. I don't know if it's intelligent. It just ends up being run coverage. What I do like about, if you have the blocking sliders set at 40 in this game with the rest of it, your defensive line is just never going to be in the play ever. They're just going to be attached to their offensive linemen, and nothing else will ever happen, and it's not great. So 30, they at least, like, Darwin Walker was in on that play, and that's nice to see. Barely got it off in time, but he connects for a first down. Good stuff. I want the defense on the field for longer, so please get first downs. I'm not terribly afraid of losing this game. He says, hopefully not eating his words in about an hour.
First and 10. Ball at the 47.
Good defense. Michael Lewis having a good game. He's got at least a few tackles and a few pass deflections so far. All right.
Second and 10.
We're sending him this time. Trying to go over the top. Michael Lewis says, no, thank you. I'm sorry, but no. I don't think so. Alright, we know it's coming. We know what's coming. Alright, throws into double coverage. Drops it on contact. Brian Dawkins. I mean, if you throw near him, he's going to make you pay. Alright, this is... I don't know. Let's try and get a return out of this. No. Alright, good blocks. A little shake and bake. Shake and bake! Alright. Let's give it a buck. The guy who has the touchdown but has no yards. I mean, I feel like if this game is out of hand in the fourth quarter, I gotta pull Westbrook.
Number 28, the ball carrier. Number 94 with the tackle.
Like, even if I let him run now and he got hurt, I would be so pissed. I don't want it.
Second and 6.
So the answer is I'm going to keep running Corral. The Admiral earned his $2 million. Jesus, he's so overpaid. All right, well, now I'm throwing.
Let's go, Eagles! Come on, get the first!
Thank you, Angry Man.
Third and 5. Ball for Eagles, 26-yard line.
Interesting. Oh, just got it off. Damn. McNabb is good. That was a split second away from a sack. McNabb is very good. Banana. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a little harsh. These
Second and 12.
these crowd callouts are crazy. Chad? Oh, Chad. Chad! Our BYU brethren. Yeah, I mean, there's no shortage of weapons on this team. No other way to put it. I just continue to not want to let Brian get hurt. Thomas! The Rook! Good stuff. I mean... Tap it. Man, what a freaking difference having guards that can competently block is.
Second and 1.
Although we have given up 2 sacks. But they have Michael Strahan. Yes, that Michael Strahan. He's a football player in this game. What do you know?
First down, Eagles.
Give me that first. Thank you, Carell. It wasn't a great run, but it did what we needed. I mean, it's pretty good. I literally feel like if I run it with Westbrook, he's gonna get hurt. I'm that afraid of him getting hurt. Oh, and we're through, and we're sliding. Thank you. As I scramble and risk getting hit with McNabb. For some reason, I feel like I could survive without him. I'm just gonna keep running it with Corral, man.
Second and inches.
This is how we do it. Alright, get behind the big fella, cut in. Good run. Alrighty. I mean, we're about to score again, so... Yeah, I like this. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I did it. Alright, I mean, it looks like it's zone, which means T.O.'s gonna be open. Yep. Oh, wow, I did not count on getting pass rush that fast. Damn. Good game from T.O. though, from McNabb. Alright, well, we're still gonna run.
Second and 14.
Damn, that was a good blitz. I mean, if he gets an opening here, it's another touchdown. Which he does. Oh, man. Alright, let's head to the 4th. Poot, thanks for hanging out this whole time, man. This is fun.
That's the end of the third quarter.
All right, 4th quarter, 24-7 Eagles. Game pretty in hand. I mean, I've been doing it already. I'm benching Brian Westbrook. I just don't. It's a long season, and he is brittle, and we'll get Bruce Perry some carries because I feel like it's over in that respect. So we're going to stick with the buck. I mean, honestly, we might punch it in right here. forgot it was third down, honestly. But I'll take another field goal for David. Being up 20, not mad. I think Brian maybe only carried the ball like 5 or 6 times.
Number 9, holding.
Little chip shot. Boop. All right, on our way to a decisive victory. Game 1, Season 1, Eagles Dynasty. We're going to keep the defense in, I think. There's... The thing about this game, which is totally fine, is if you bench your defensive players... And actually, that might be something I need to adjust in the back end, because now Brian Westbrook might be on special teams. Is that it puts your, that was almost an interception. You could, basically, when you bench your defensive players, they end up on special teams, so they could get hurt anyway. So, like, if I bench Javon Curse, he would suddenly be on kick returns, which makes 0 sense, but it's just how the game works. So I'm just going to let them ride and pray that they don't get hurt. And they're just going to be passing this whole time anyway because they're down by so much. That's pass interference. This is good practice and patience. I'm trying. Obviously, I skipped out of the middle of the halftime show because I don't have the announcer voices turned up. But I'm like trying not to skip through any cutscenes or anything like that to give the full, I don't know, full game experience. Does that sound right? I don't know if that sounds right, but I think you know what I mean. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go with the zone blitz. I just want to send something different at them. Be Brian Dawkins across the middle here. Practice. Oh, look, it was on a run. Good job by us. All right, 2nd and 6, probably a throwing down. Let's see what the zone looks like.
2nd and 6.
All right. Yeah, not a great game for Tiki. Oh. Damn, I thought I had that. Good catch. Tell you what, pass defense is hard. Wow, lady. Rude. Soy rude? That's a bad call. Let's do that. He's losing his focus. Nate Wayne in for another good tackle. Let's go. Damn.
2nd and 9. Ball at the 48-yard
Oh, give me that. Brian freaking Dawkins. I mean, that's not even a user pick. I did not user that. He has no tackles in this game? That's nuts. No tackles? Nobody got tackles in this game. Yeah, this is just gonna be 3 runs. And maybe I'll get a couple more, but dang.
Second and 7. Ball at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
Getting the rook a carry. Might get him a couple. I like Bruce Perry. If I haven't made it clear, I've played an Eagles franchise or 2 in my time. I've never really gone deep on them. I've definitely never gone for 10 years on one. So I'm excited to try and do that. But I like Bruce Perry as a player. I think he's pretty solid. All right, let's see if we get it. Oh, we don't get it. That's fine. I want more defense anyway.
Barrett Green with the tackle.
Whoever put that 3rd like up on the stream, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Let's see if we can... Ugh, not with that one. I was just about to see, let's see if we can cough and corner him, and I just, like, bloop one to the 20. Is this the part where I remind people that there's some sort of input delay on a stream? No, it's not true. I don't think that's true. I mean, practically threw it away, but... Oh, don't tell me somebody's hurt. Oh, Jeremy Shockey's hurt? That sucks. You hate to see it. And what, pass interference? So he got hurt on a pass interference. Dude, Donnie Jones. Working with that 300 level IQ. If you're gonna foul him, make sure he's not coming back in.
First and 10.
This is 2004, don't you forget. They didn't even give a shit about CTE yet. Okay, little heave. Another catch. They've connected on some big catches. And that's been pretty much it. Another pass interference.
Pass interference, number 37.
That's annoying.
Defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
I feel like Toomer's had a good game. Yeah, let's go cover 3. You never know. They might surprise you and run. You need to be on the other side, Tyrone. All right. Oh my god. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, too late. Let's see. Couldn't haul it in. He had it too. All right, let's see if they can get it. And a good tackle from Dawkins. We love it. Good defense from Lewis there. Don't know if it was on purpose, but it was defense regardless. I mean, let's do it again. Why not?
Second and 10. Ball at the 26
Let's send it. Full send. Who cares if they score? There's not enough time. He almost threw it away. This is the play we got scored on. Let's see what happens. Wow, almost happened again. Instead, we get a drop, and they're going for it. All right. Wow, Shepard almost got another pick. Oh, and that was it. Oh, and Richie's back. That's good. Let's give the Rip another carry or two. It's pretty much just running out the clock now, y'all. Good run there from Bruce. We gotta run Corral here.
Second and inches. Ball at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Good stuff. Try and get this as close to 40 as I can get. I can go straight to the 2-minute warning. Because for some reason, even when you've beaten a team, the computer desperately tries to get the ball back and score and win still. All right, to the 2-minute warning we go. Thomas, good run. Yeah, I mean, we put an absolute clinic up on the Giants today. A good start to the series. Thomas just bowling through somebody. My God, the music's so good. All right, let's keep running. And now they're gonna start calling timeouts, so I should be able to put Bruce in every time.
Ball at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Oh, it's no, it's Lewis. I thought it was Andrews. Give me that block. Let's go. Good stuff. Should have tried to stake him. Had a great run.
Second and 5. Ball at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
All right. Well, if you're again, Poot and not Poot, if you happen to join, thank you. If you're watching this back after the streams, what's up? You can join us sometime.
Timeout call.
We're doing a 4 times 20 yards. We're doing a dynasty run with the Eagles, so we're trying to take home the chip as many times in the 10 years that Donovan McNabb is contracted, and then we have a secondary goal maybe after that. We'll see.
48-yard line.
But that's what we're going to do, starting with game 1 today. We'll see how often I do these. You know, we have jobs and life and stuff. As we get that first down with Perry, and now be able to just kneel the clock out. But I want to do this series, and I do have, and I actually have the live chat for the replay, or the replay has the live chat. So if you look at the live chat right now, you can see the post where I have a poll where you can tell me what team you want. So paste that link in your browser and tell me what team you want to rebuild with. There's 4 options. There's the Jets, the Steelers, the Texans, and the Lions. So far the Jets are winning, but just by 1 vote. So you could sway that, because the poll's open for another 4 days. Don't know why my name came up like that, but it's fine by me. Anyway, should probably try not to
2nd and 11.
get a delay game.
Ball at the 48-yard line.
We'll have to check how long Shockey's out for. Alright, we'll have to kneel it one more time, and then that's a win for us. It is a bummer that it takes away, like it counts a kneel down as an attempt and a loss of a yard, but, you know, not nearly as frustrating than the time that we're going to get hit with a clipping call and have our running back lose, like, negative 40 yards. That's always a fun one. But it's a quirk of the game. We love it.
3rd
Or
and 12.
I love it, I guess.
Ball at the 49.
Alright, this'll do it. Good dub, everybody. First win in pursuit of the championship. We gotta beat the Giants. You have, I mean, doesn't matter if we're good or bad. We have to beat the Giants. I feel like that's a rule of the series. Oh, don't worry. We heard all of it.
That's the end of regulation.
There's a little Aaron cameo in there. All right, final 27-7. Good win. We'll check out the stats. We'll let that final boomer graphic play just so I capture it. Bum, 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 bum. It's too bad we don't get the music with it. All right, I mean, we held them to 4 rushing yards, and I can't imagine they ran more than 3 or 4 times. And losing 9 on that first one probably hurt them. I can already see by the ticker that we probably don't have a lot of tackles, and they have a ton. So let's check it out. I mean, great day at the offense offensively. McNabb, dominant. Completed a ton of passes. 2 touchdowns. Got sacked a few times, but no interceptions. We took the ball away from Kurt Warner twice. He threw for a lot of yards, but he wasn't accurate. Running the ball, Westbrook had the most yards on 8 carries, which is just honestly, like, if I can just get in and out and get him some yards and make an impact, great. Obviously, Buckhalter didn't run the best. We had a ton of yards on the ground, which probably led to the fact that they had a ton of tackles. Yeah, Toomer had a big game, caught the 1 touchdown. T.O. and Freddie Mitchell caught a touchdown. Not going to worry about giving them monster numbers. We're about those dubs, man. All right. All right, Michael Lewis had 6 tackles. That's better than I thought we were going to have. I'd like to, like, at least have a guy or 2 over 5 every game. Obviously, if we can get people in double digits, that's cool. Nate had 4. And then it's not even close. Jerome had a couple. Oh, boy. Okay, starting low on the tackle list, but we're just going to have to deal with it. Dawkins had a bunch of assists. Simoneau had a bunch of assists. No sacks from the defense. Michael Lewis had a good game. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it. Let's take it back out into the menu. We'll take a little preview of next week, and then we'll shut down the stream for the day. A solid 2 hours. How quickly the time flies when you're having fun. Alright, we'll simulate out of this week. I mean, here's the thing. We have a bye week and a perfect opportunity to look and see if we need more guys. I think we're going to play 2 tests in Minnesota and Chicago. Obviously, we won't have any more conference games. We're playing the entire NFC North. That's ridiculous. So I think we can look at the bye week and see who's available and see what we can get. And if there's room in the old coffers, then we'll do it to it. Let's see if anyone got released. Usually no one gets released after the first week. Yeah, it's all about the same. I have no injury issues, I don't think. Just Trotter for 1 more week, which means he's probably back next week, which is great. We get Trotter back for our next game. We already looked at the stats. Let's see where we went in the power rankings. Up 2 with our 1-0 performance to number 4. And we play the Minnesota Vikings coming up next. Let's see if the Vikings have any injuries going on. Alright, so Randy Moss was out, but I think he's going to be back for this game, and we'll see what happens with Brian Russell. But almost dodged a moss-shaped bullet, but it looks like we won't. So that's going to do it, everybody. Thanks for coming out. That's the stream for the day. We'll see you back here for the next one. This has been Peanuts 24/7. Until next time.